As you already know, plastids are found only in plant cells. Only plant cells are having plastids, and there are two types of plastids. The chromoplast, that are the colored plastids, and the leucoplast, which are white or the colorless plastids. So the two types of plastids are chromoplast, which are the colored plastids, and leucoplast, which are white or colorless plastids. Now the chromoplast which contain the pigment chlorophyll, they are called as chloroplast. The chromoplast that contain the green color pigment chlorophyll, they are called as the chloroplast. And as you know, chloroplast is very important for photosynthesis in plants. The chromoplast may also contain orange, red or yellow pigments, and it will be found in flowers and fruits. So chromoplast, if it has the green color pigment chlorophyll, then it is called as chloroplast and it will be present in the leaves. And sometimes the chromoplast will contain red, orange or yellow pigments, and it will be found in flowers and fruits. So what are leucoplasts? Leucoplasts are cell organelles in which materials such as starch, oils and proteins are stored. So leucoplast is used for the storage of starch, oil and protein, and they are white or colorless plastids. Now this is the internal structure of the chloroplast or the plastids. Now the chloroplast, it has two membrane layers, an outer and an internal membrane, just like the mitochondria. And inside it has many membrane layers that are embedded in a material that is called as a stroma. It has many sac-like structures that are embedded in a material that is called as a stroma. Externally, it has an outer membrane and an inner membrane, that is, it is covered by a double membrane layer. And like the mitochondria, the plastids have their own DNA and ribosomes. Just like mitochondria, they also have their own DNA and ribosomes. So the plastids, they are of two types, chromoplast and the chloroplast. And the chromoplast, if they contain the pigment chlorophyll, then they are called as the chloroplast. Now the internal organization of the chloroplast or the structure of the chloroplast is very similar to that of the mitochondria. As you can see here, it is very similar to the mitochondria. Here you can see an outer membrane and an inner membrane. There is an outer membrane and there is an inner membrane. Now you can see many sacs that are placed one above the other. Now these sacs, they are called as the thylakoids and they are placed one above the other. These sac-like structures are called as the thylakoids and they are placed one above the other. And these thylakoids, they are found in a material. They are found embedded in a material that is called as a stroma. They are found in a jelly-like material. They are found embedded in a jelly-like material that is called as a stroma. And just like in mitochondria, the plastids also have their own DNA and ribosomes. The plastids also are having their own DNA and ribosomes. So the structure of mitochondria and chloroplast are very similar. The chloroplast has an inner membrane and an outer membrane. And inside it has many sac-like structures that are placed one above the other, that is called as the thylakoids. And the thylakoids are present in a material that is called as the stroma. Next cell organelle is vacuole. Now the vacuoles are storage sacs. They will be storing either liquid or solid content. Now in plant cells, the vacuoles will be very large, and in animal cells, the vacuoles will be very small. In plant cells, the vacuoles are full of cell sap. and they will be providing rigidity and turgidity to the cell. They will be providing a strength to the cell. Now in plant cells, many things will be stored in the vacuoles. Amino acids, sugars and proteins will be stored in the vacuoles. In amoeba as you know, it is a unicellular organism. And in amoeba, the food vacuole contains food items the amoeba has consumed. You have already studied that amoeba will be forming pseudopodia or false feet to capture the food that comes near it. And this food will be trapped inside a vacuole that is called as the food vacuole. And inside the food vacuole, there will be the food items that the amoeba has consumed. And in unicellular organisms, there are other vacuoles also which will play an important role in expelling or throwing out the excess water and the waste materials from the cell. They will be having food vacuoles and also they will be having other vacuoles which play an important role in throwing out the excess water and waste.